under 2 minutes. Greetings, sports friends. Welcome to the exclusive BYUtv Sports post-game recap. The final score, BYU 62. They knock off 15th-ranked Gonzaga by 10. The Zags score 52 tonight. A 10-point win for BYU and a huge, huge tournament resume builder for the Cougars.
This was a big game for them. They need to have a chance at that at-large bid. To do that, they had to come away with a win here today. Okay,
not your typical game. We'll get to a little bit of that when we talk about the stats in a moment, but let's start with the highlights. Gonzaga started fast. They led 10-3 right out of the gates.
I mean, they came gunning for it. They were aggressive, attacking the basket. Offensive rebounds was a big story for the game, but a lot of balanced offensive attack all across the board for Gonzaga. They got it done defensively as well, finished with 8 steals. Jasmine
Redmond, a huge part of Gonzaga's early push. BYU would respond, getting aggressive on the defensive side. Jennifer Hampson blocking shots all over the floor.
They responded with Jennifer Hampson, their senior go-to player, their leader. 7 blocks. She had 18 points in the second half alone. A couple other players getting involved, really getting some big sparks for BYU when they needed it.
3 players scored in double figures. Kim Beeston knocked down 2 enormous three-pointers, including that one to put BYU up 55-50. And it turned out to be kind of the nail in the coffin. Gonzaga only scored 2 points after that 3-point make by Beeston. Here are the final stats.
And Gonzaga, one of their poorest shooting performances of the season at that 25%, 15% in the second half. There you see the free throws were lopsided. BYU got to the free throw line much better, but rebounds, 47-36 in favor of Gonzaga. 24 offensive rebounds, one of their best performances at hitting the glass, which led to those second chance points.
The stat sheet, I mean, I'm looking at it, it makes 0 sense. 17 for 42 BYU, 40% for the game. That's okay. Gonzaga shoots 18 for 71. They take 29 more shots than BYU. They win the offensive rebounding competition 24-5, and BYU wins the game by 10. How do you explain that?
Well, you look at the stat sheet, and unless you look at the shooting percentages, it looks all in favor of Gonzaga. BYU defensively, they did what they needed to. Obviously, they did not rebound like they should have, but Gonzaga did not shoot the ball well, and so they weren't able to convert as much as they should have on those offensive rebounds.
So BYU, as I mentioned, the 3 players in double figures, Jennifer Hampson with 20, Lexi Eaton with 15, and Morgan Bailey with 14. The win of the year for BYU Women's Hoops, 62-52. We'll see you next time on BYUtv Sports.